I want to show you this lyric writing trick that can help transform a line into something that will blow people's minds. I call it the rule of opposites. Here is an example of a line that uses this rule. This line is from the song Under the Cover of Light by this incredible songwriter, Ken Yates. Pause on these lyrics if you need to and see how he sets up the expectation, then surprises you with the opposite effect. Regardless of clearing the roads and the salt, the opposite of what is expected happens. On top of that, he sets up the expectation that this is going to be a literal line, and then does the opposite, showing you that this is really about the character in the song. And he does that through some wordplay with an idiom spinning out, which can be used literally and figuratively. But since this is like halfway through the first verse and he's already created context of a character, we know it's not just about driving. We know it's about the character themselves. Here's another example of the rule of opposites from the same song, this time in the chorus. So there's a lot to unpack here. If you're not aware of the idiom wearing your welcome out, it just means generally staying longer than you're welcome in a place that you were invited. There's a general assumption that if you don't want to leave a place, it's usually a place you want to be. But Ken flips this on its head, and instead of a place most people would want to be, it's the opposite. It's a dark hanging cloud. This paints a really specific picture of a complex character who prefers to live in a place of darkness rather than light throughout this whole song. And I also love this little nod to wordplay. He says in the line after that, hope you're taking it light on yourself. I just love the way he uses that word light in so many different ways throughout the song. Songwriting, just like cinema, is rooted in storytelling. And what makes a great story? Unexpected twists and great characters. And on top of that, what makes a great character? I would say complex reactions, which can be built through the rule of opposites. What opposites really do is they build contrast. Something on its own in a void doesn't have context, but when you build context with the opposite, then suddenly the thing you want to highlight stands out. For instance, a flashlight in the middle of the day is difficult to notice because it's competing with a similar environment. But if you shine it in the middle of the night, it'll stand out due to a contrasting environment. If you thought this was interesting, please give it a like or a follow. And if you want to learn more about concrete songwriting techniques and tips like this, I have a free songwriting mini course that you can find by clicking the link in my bio or below, depending on where you're watching this.